this coughing and stuff. What's up, everybody? This your man here. One to only that beautiful Rhode Island Red Rooster. So y'all come in, give me an audio check, let me know everything's good. Uh-oh. Really ain't got too much to talk about tonight. I supposed to went live. Supposed to went live over the weekend, and that didn't happen. Particularly because of the areas I was at. And I finaled up yesterday. Finaled up yesterday. I'm still here today, actually. Supposed to be picking up a load tomorrow. No, picking up one tonight, going to Farmingdale, New York for tomorrow, and then from there I'm heading down to Gaston, South Carolina for Thursday. And so get some stuff done on the truck and everything. So um, I've been watching the I've been watching the news and stuff like that, and so a lot of states are considering reinstituting the lockdown and stuff. So I don't know if that's going to be. I don't know if they're going to wait till the inauguration, or if they might just go ahead and proceed with it and stuff. So, with the holidays and stuff upon us, you know, with the holidays upon us and stuff, I mean, I really kind of see them. I don't know if they're gonna really like enforce the lockdown and stuff like before, but I think like a lot of the steps they're gonna be taking is with like restaurants and gathering places and stuff like that, cause you can see where it's kind of over with for a lot of businesses and stuff like movie theaters, and stuff like that. And so, and I guess the other thing I've been watching is that there's been talk of a vaccine, but I ain't gonna go into much in that and stuff because I guess that's like, they will kind of go into depths and stuff on conspiracy theories. So I ain't gonna hit on that. But as far as the truck, what I decided to do is I'm gonna put the transmission rebuild. I'm putting that on hold because the thing is, I want the transmission rebuilt, but I want to be there to witness it because every time I leave my truck somewhere to get some work done, when I come back, I always got this elaborate bill and stuff. Just like when I went to go get my alignment, a couple months ago and stuff, to get an alignment and to get to fix this air leak and stuff that I had. The guy charged me he was charging me at first $1,300. He quoted me, the cashier car quoted me 1,000. Then he calls me back and stuff and said he misquoted me and stuff, and then it went to 13. So then when I got there, I wanted him to itemize the stuff for me. So he went and got the manager, and then the manager took it down to $999. So I knew I was taking a chance, taking my truck over there and stuff like that, and I just said since then and stuff, it just left a real bad taste in my mouth. So the guy that was supposed to drop the transmission for me, I read some reviews and stuff about his shop, and most of them were good, but you know how it is and stuff, man. We always focus on the bad parts and stuff. Let's see, you taking it to take it to Twindle. Dallas is about 5. Yeah, see that's the thing though. That's the thing, Calvin, is I gotta get a. If I go to Dallas, right? If I go to Dallas, then the problem is with going to Dallas is that they're gonna want me to start running Dallas from now on and stuff. It's like it's the same thing like me going to get that the people that sell the generators out of Missouri. Um, I'm setting up something with them, but then I was telling them like, listen, I'm just gonna deadhead, I'm just gonna bobtail out there, get the generator and then just come back. And so, they asking these questions about, well, look, why don't you just take a load out there and stuff? And see, the problem with you want to take care of your business right then. So if you got it set up for Monday, I want to go there Monday and get it done and then leave and then get back over here into the swing of stuff rather than taking a load. Cause if you take a load, that's taking me out of the I don't know, I ain't ran no loads and stuff over there in about 7 years now. I haven't I haven't ran anything in the Midwest over 7 years. So I don't know what the customers consist of and stuff like that. And see, you get there and I can only imagine that they'll be just like the customers over here and stuff like, you get there on time and stuff, and then they hold you up, and then the guys and stuff that's supposed to do the work, they waiting on you, and I don't know what to tell them. And then when you get over there and stuff, now you done wasted a whole day just to get over there to that shop when they could have went on here and just jumped on it, cause I understand with the rebuild they need at least a week to do it. They need at least a week to do it and stuff like that. And so I mean, and I'm all cool for that. It's just I tell you, I'm a consider it. I'm a consider it and stuff that got but five grand. That's I'm cool with that. Yeah, I'm cool with the price. It's just cause let's see, from where I am, let's see. Yeah, see, all right, that's the thing I don't want. I don't want to swap. Cause I don't want to swap. I swear I do not want to swap. Cause you can get a swap. You can get a swap here. You know, um if it's that same if it's that same guy, actually, uh I guess to save some money, you can buy the transmission, but if you ain't got one to trade in, then I think the core is like 3 grand. So yeah, the core is like 3 grand and stuff. And so you don't want to go through the whole process. Yeah, I'm gonna go buy the transmission for 6. Um, I'm gonna buy it for 6, and then you get it swapped, and then you got to send the thing. You got to send it back over there to them, and then something missing or something get damaged, and then now you're out of your money. So because another thing I'm noticing too is like the people that do the rebuilds, they don't drop the transmission. It's like, oh well, we got a shop, that's not too far away from here, and then you leave your truck there, and then they drop it, and then they send it to us, and then we crack it open, and then we send it back. That's what I'm running into a lot. It's a guy out of Orlando, he does it, but he said the same thing and stuff. The shop is across the street. The shop is across the street and stuff, and then they drop it, then they send it over there, and then they rebuild it, and then they give it back to you. But like with it, with the swap, with a swap, they should have, really, with a swap, it shouldn't take you a week to do it. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, if you go in for a swap, they just dropping the transmission and just putting the new one in and stuff, and that's that. I mean, you can do it in a whole day, really, cause it's not like, all you're doing is just dropping. The only thing you're doing is just taking 10 bolts off. You're taking 10 bolts off, disconnecting the shifter. Let's see. Yeah, okay. Let's see. Okay, he'll rebuild it for you too, and yeah, he would swap 35 4K then back in labor 12. Yeah, so it's the same thing like the guy over here. That's with Transaxle. You know, he charging 12 for the labor. But the thing is with this dude is that you got to pay. You go to the guy's shop, right, and then you got to pay Transaxle everything. And he said he don't get his money. You know, he said he don't get his money till like 30 days later. So when you wanted that condition there and stuff, I'm like, well, I know I ain't gonna be a priority unless it's just absolutely nothing to do in that shop. You know, I'm not gonna be a priority because I wanted to drop the truck off. You know, I wanted to drop the truck off and then be back Friday to pick it up and stuff. Since he needed a week to do the work, that's when I said, well, all right, I'm gonna go to California. But when I go to Cali, I don't want to worry about my truck. I don't want to be worrying about, man, you know, this guy calling me and stuff and saying, hey man, we found this and we found that. And I'm way the heck over there and stuff and say, well, all right, I'll be down there to take a look at it and see what's going on, cause you know, they try to make rocket science out of anything when it comes to these trucks. And the most important thing I don't want them to do and stuff, I don't want them going in my ECM. I don't. I don't want these guys going in my ECM and stuff, even though they say they ain't got to, and I understand they ain't got to, but I don't want them going in my ECM for nothing. And I don't know. You know, if it's somebody I trust, you know, if it's somebody I trust and stuff, you know, and you know, a lot of people use them and stuff like that, that's fine, you know, but yeah, that's the thing there and stuff. It's like I'm gonna be out of work for a week. I want to go ahead and take care of what I want to take care of and stuff, but you know, it's just you know, when you're on vacation, you want to be on vacation, and then when you want to get stuff done, you want to get stuff done. So just in case somebody sit there and say, okay, yeah, hey, listen, we need your decision on something, and then you're not there to see it, right? They could be sitting there saying, well, they could be saying something like, well, hey man, listen, you know, we done dropped the transmission, we looked at your clutch, and we think you need a new clutch, right? And I already know I got the clutch done 2 years ago, and I don't use the clutch, you know, practically for anything. So, but it's an extra, you know, you talking about an extra $1,000 and stuff like that. He might have a clutch just sitting around or whatever, right? And then the other thing is that if you're not physically there, then how can you even trust to say, well, yeah, okay, he dropped the clutch in there. The only thing he might have did was just change the he might change the clutch brake and then say, okay, well, yeah, you know, yeah, we redid your clutch and stuff, and so now you got this transmission. All right, now you got this rebuilt transmission, and then you got a clutch in there, and only thing he did was just swap the plates, and only thing he did was just swap the brakes out. So if everything is on the up and up, right, then the only thing that can go wrong and stuff is what? The clutch. And you talking about, man, about 5-6 years later, and then they dropping and they're saying, well, you know, that clutch never been changed, you know. The clutch never been changed, and so now you sat there and paid extra money and stuff, but then you find out years down the road and stuff. So, I mean, it's just, you know, when you own the spot and you can say, okay, well, listen, if you're going to do the job and stuff, fine, do the job. Show me the clutch. You know, show me the old clutch and stuff. And so now, you know, they put a break in their stride, so to speak. Cause once all that stuff put back together, it's not like you could say, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go back under here and check it, and that's that. Cause see, even with the transmission rebuilds, the only thing they really gonna fix is, and that's what they were telling me at Transaxle, that they not rebuilding it, they just gonna fix what's wrong with it and stuff. Like, they ain't gonna go through all the trouble of taking out all the gears and stuff like that. And I understand, you know, cause I told them the only thing that was wrong with mine is the number 3, number 7. So the only thing you gotta do just swap out the number 3, number 7 gear, make sure that the synchronizer and stuff is set, you know, make sure the synchronizer stuff is set and everything so it can do high low, and then throw it back in the seal it back up, put fluid in and stuff like that, throw it back in the truck. Real simple. But it's just, man, what I've been running to stuff lately is just, man, a lot of people try to just real simple stuff, but people wanna they wanna charge for time and work that they ain't doing. Just like yesterday, when I took the truck to yesterday I took the truck to Love's. I took it to Love's, and I got the quarter fenders and stuff put on. I got my quarter fenders put on and some mud flaps, and so it's a real simple job and stuff. Only thing you got to do is just have a if you got an impact wrench, you just unscrew the bolt, and stuff, and put the new assembly on and stuff like that, and bolt it back up, and that's it. You can have it done in about 30 minutes. So I'm sitting there in the shop for a whole hour waiting on the guy. The guy tells me pull in the shop, and I'm sitting a whole hour. And so, I'm kind of, I'm real pissed off and stuff at the point. But I'm saying, I got to turn this negative to a positive. Because them quarter fenders and stuff, if I had somewhere to put them, they would probably still be in the truck right now and stuff. But it's just, you got this box and all this, I got to set it on the sleeper. Now I got to put in the sleeper, then I got to move it around and all. And when you're ready to go to sleep, you're ready to go to sleep. My truck is my truck is a truck. I don't want nothing to be in the way of stuff. But you got stuff sitting around, just like these. I bought these brake chambers, right? I bought 2 brake chambers and didn't need them. And they sat up here in this front. They sat up here in the front for like 3 months before I decided to move the box and stuff. And I'm like, I don't want to be a hoarder, Yeah, and see that's what I'm saying. I'm like, so I'm setting this disposition where I'm saying, all right, I'm sick of this I'm driving and it's aggravating. It's like, dude, the box shifts to the front, and so now I gotta move the box and stuff, and I gotta make sure it doesn't tear anything up, right? That's what it normally does. If it bumps up against something up here, it's gonna tear something up. And when I sleep with the truck on. I idle. So and this box is like it's moving, and and it got some weight on it. So what I'm scared is going to do is bump it to the shifter, and then that, now the truck and stuff it's going to go into a stall, but this thing is going to move a couple inches before it do that. And then, now I'm having a heart attack with the truck stalling. and so, like I said, I go to the Love's, and I sat there for an hour, and I said, let me go take a shower and stuff, right? So I get my stuff. I set my quarter fenders outside. And the mud flap. And I go in there and I take a shower and stuff and get a phone call from the tech. And the tech asked me, what is it I'm trying to get done to the truck? What is I'm trying to get done? And so I'm like, man, it's just the more and more he talking, the more and more he just really like teeing me off and stuff. And so I'm like, but I can't. I decided, I said yesterday is the last day I'm gonna be riding with this box in this truck. I can't take it no more, man. I can't. So I explained to him, listen, okay, I just need the quarter fenders put on, the mud flap, that's that. So he sits there, he does that and everything. He pulls me. All right, so they go to make up the bill. And so now he's telling me that he's going to give me a discount. He's giving me a discount, even though he had me sending, I got maybe I got 3 hours and stuff in now. So the truck's been in the shop 3 hours. And so I guess what he was telling me and stuff is like he was supposed to be, he was supposed to charge me for the whole 3 hours that my truck was in the shop. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm saying, see, it's that stuff right there. Even though, so he gives me the bill, he gives me the bill and stuff like that, and he's telling me that he's giving me a discount, and I'm like, dude, just that it's that type of stuff then. And then what he charged me, I'm like, you could have easily done that in an hour, and you didn't even use no supplies. I had everything. You could have easily got it done in an hour and stuff. I would say 30 minutes okay, but I understand you work by commission. You work by commission and stuff, man. And so I'm like, okay, I would pay this price just to get these quarter fenders out of here and stuff. But I mean, that's the thing that I hate about upgrading my truck. I'm like, dude, I have so much stuff that I want to get done to this truck, but it's gonna be a repeat of what I did with Sky Rooster. Sky Rooster, I bought a whole the whole thing to get that Century class and stuff done up. All of it was sitting up there on that top bunk. And every single day and stuff, man, it was aggravating, because I'm like, dude, every time I go to a shop, either they ain't got time, or they ain't got time and stuff, man, or somebody just talking, sideways out the neck and stuff like that. And then where I can go to get it done, I don't run over there, because the East Coast it's just the East Coast. You can hang it up, Midwest, the Midwest and stuff like that, West Coast and stuff. I'm pretty sure you got shops you can just pull in there all day. Listen, I want all this on the truck and good to go. East Coast, man, I mean, to get some wheels polished, to get some wheels polished, it's almost like rocket science. Straight up. It's almost like rocket science. And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, they got this shop over here in Florence, which is in connection with the people that's down in Wildwood, which they supposed to be like, these guys, when they polish your wheels and stuff, they supposed to be like the top of the crop and stuff. Like, when they do those truck shows over there at the 75 Chrome shop, and your truck went in first place and stuff like that, they supposed to be that good. But then you go in there, and so the guy's telling me, he's telling me how I should get my stuff done, and I'm telling him how I want my stuff done. It's my truck, my money, and you're providing a service, and then you're coming and telling me what you're gonna do. No. That nonsense and stuff there. So I'm like, and then I get the tools and say, yeah, all right, I'm gonna do it myself. But dude, you just don't have the time to do that. You don't have the time. I'm like, I don't even see how a lot of these guys, man, will like, they keep the trucks and stuff up, and I understand that, but it's one thing to keep it clean inside, but to get outside and to like wax it and clean it and armor all and this stuff, I'm like, where do you have the time to do that? Cause dude, I mean, it's either I gotta be either sleep or I gotta be driving. Cause I call myself trying to do lives and stuff on the weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And that's starting to get hard to do now. That's starting to get hard to do now, cause you sit there, you drive and you tired. And you're like, look, I can't go live and stuff. And then when you find, if you do get some time, ain't nobody gonna watch your stuff at 10 o'clock at night. So that's the whole thing why I ain't kicking out lives and stuff like that. Like now I kind of got, now I got a little bit of time and stuff. But I mean, that's the thing there. It's like I buy the tools and I just don't have the time. I got everything I need to polish the wheels, and I just don't have the time to do it. Cause once you do it, then you got to find somewhere and stuff to get washed up and all that stuff there. And I'm like, I just ain't, like right here. This is this Italian restaurant over here in Westfield, and this Italian restaurant over in Westfield, and it's not a truck stop. It's truck parking. And I came here, and when I delivered last night and stuff, man, I delivered last night. I came over here. I PC'd over here this morning, and I think I probably woke up about an hour ago, and I've been here since I've been here since 3 o'clock this morning. I've been here since 3 o'clock this morning and stuff, man. In fact, the only reason why I woke up because the broker called me. The broker called me and asked me what I want to do tomorrow and stuff like that, and I'm like, I just looked around and said, man, I've been asleep all day. Straight I've been asleep all day and stuff. I'm like, it's so much to do and everything. The end of the year is coming up, so I got to get all my clothes packed up because a lot of stuff, I had a lot of stuff for over 2 years now, so that's gotta, they got holes and stuff in them, all that stuff there, so I got to get ready to discard that. Get ready for my new clothes inventory. I keep like online shopping and stuff, man. I would get online and just fall asleep. Online shopping. It's just I don't know if it's just been these couple months and stuff like that. And it's so bad now that I'm kind of hoping that they reinstitute the lockdown, because if they do, at least I can get my money back for the trip, because I do not want to go. I mean, that's just the gist of it. I do not want to go. I do not want to go on vacation. I just want to keep on working. And I lost it cost me $900 for the trip. And then I turn around and say, okay, well, look, I could cancel and get the money back, right? And instead, I told them push it back to December, and then it cost me another $117, right, to do that. So to get my money back, I think I'm gonna lose 20%. Yeah, I'm gonna lose 20% and stuff, and so, but I mean, honestly, I don't want to go. I'm like, man, shoot, what am I gonna be doing over there for a whole week, except looking at stuff, and everybody getting sick. They reinstituting this COVID stuff. I got to get on a plane, and stuff, and I'm up there for 5 hours, and then I just, if it's one thing I do is say, I really messed up on, but that was just because I want to get my transmission rebuilt. But the guy who does it, I don't trust him, and I don't want to be coming out. I'm projected to spend. I want to be around that $5,000 range, but I don't want to come out of. I'm expecting $5,000, and then I might have $8-9 tied into a transmission rebuild. And that's what I'm trying not to do and stuff. I'll pay the extra for it if you can prove to me that it's something that I actually needed for the truck. And that's the thing that they can't do. They can't sell me on that. Oh, well, your truck, it needed this and it needed that. And you can't even show me and stuff, the stuff that you had to do. I just don't need that pressure and stuff, man. I'm like, dude, I don't need that. Not on no so-called vacation. And I don't know, man. I'm just saying, keep working. I would, straight up, just so, cause it sound like a good idea at first. It sounded like a good idea at first, but man, the last couple months, man, it's just, if you want to talk about consistency, there it is. It's just, man, every single week, it's almost guaranteed the money that you got on your mind, you're gonna make it. And I'm like, why break that up? Why break that up? You got a consistency for once, and some money. that you're making. It's just like, I don't know. They finally get it. They say, okay, Rooster runs these areas. Rooster run these areas and stuff. Let's give them the lows every time. And it's like, I already know what I'm doing. I'm like, okay, if I'm in Massachusetts, let me call the guy that's over here in Sakai. Use our deadhead back to Jersey. And I don't have to do that now and stuff. I'm like, let me call and see they got something out of time. And they were like, okay, well, Rooster don't mind running New York. So let me give him the Farmingdales. And so now, and so now I got something I can run down with and make money with. So I don't have to take that deadhead down into Jersey. Because I would still have to go down to Jersey. I ain't making no money. And then I'm still going to lose a day because I'm going to get caught up in that traffic in Connecticut and New Jersey. But now, you know, I got to connect right out of here and stuff. And he always got something every day. Every time I come up here. Even on the weekends and stuff, you know, I always got something. And so then I got the connection to come back. And so I'm like, even when I go to Maine, which is what they usually want me to do, okay, go to Lewiston. You know, I would have, you know, from Lewiston, I would either have to say, okay, take the deadhead all the way up to the top and deal with the farmers, or go down to Jersey. And I don't have to do that no more. It's just, hey, we got loads out of Massachusetts. Go down to Taunton. Go to Taunton, pick the stuff up, keep on riding. And it's just, the money is just consistent. The money's consistent. And I mean, it's like, the money is so consistent that you can actually start thinking about, like, you ain't got to think about repairs to your truck no more. You can actually think about, hey man, you know, you talk about the 379P and a W900, you know, you can actually go buy the truck. Like, you know, you ain't got to wait on the auction. Like, you can just go to the lot and just say, hey, here you go. Here's the money. There it is. Cause, you know, I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna say this and stuff, and then I don't want to kind of go too far with it. But, you know, those guys that was posting $5,000 a week, now you posting $5,000 a week. If you make $5,000 consistent for 2 months, if you make $5,000 consistent for 2 months, 8 weeks, that's $40,000 cash, right? That's $40,000 cash. Mind the fact that you already took care of your in-house expenses. If you're in a lease program, you already took the in-house expenses and you clearing $5,000. $40,000 will get you any truck that you want. Well, I ain't gonna say any. I'm gonna say this: anything any pre-emission truck, $40,000. I don't care what they got posted. If you walk in there with $40,000, right, and say, here it is. They'll finance the rest of it and stuff, right? And it's not even high risk. Cause they got what, 80%? They got 80% of the money. So you're somewhere and you're doing things, and in 2 months you got $40,000, right? You still got 10 months left. And if the running is consistent and you knocked out the lease, and stuff, then you got ownership of the equipment. And you at a company where the money is consistent. If you're making $5,000, if you're making $5,000 a week, it ain't no point of you leaving. Ain't no point of leaving and saying, okay, yeah, I'm gonna go get my own authority. Not now, not with that type of money. No. Take that $5,000 and see if you can do it again. Say, okay, all right, well, I got the truck these 2 months. So the next 2 months, let me start working on my plan B. Ain't no point in leaving. It's just you knocking out the overhead. So you done knocked out the you ain't got the lease no more and stuff. So you got that extra money coming in, plus the $5,000 you already making consistent. So you can say, well, all right, this extra money that I'm saving on this lease, that can be my throwaway money. That can be my money I can pay my bills on and stuff like that. Because remember, you only did 2 months. So nobody's really throwing you out. You know, you're not in bad shape in 2 months. you're not really in bad shape. You can kind of catch, you just 2 months behind, but you made 40 grand. So you're not in real bad shape if the money's consistent. If it's consistent. But I mean, you know, and I'm saying and I'm talking about you ain't got to be worried about too much stuff. I mean, you got this guy, and I don't particularly like him too much. It's a guy down there in Alabama. It's a guy down there in Alabama and stuff. Let's see, my man. Shout out to Fat Boy. Shout out to Fat Boy and stuff. If you up here and everything, he sent me this link, and I actually talked to the guy a long time ago. A guy named Craig. He owns the place Payless and stuff. So he posts stuff up about trucks and everything. And so what he does is he gets the trucks from the auction, right? He gets the trucks from the auction, and he rebuilds the motors, and then he paint the truck and stuff, and then he sells the truck. So the thing is though, he's going in on the intention of somebody's doing like how you normally do, like, well, okay, yeah, I just want to finance the truck, right? So he got 40 grand. So he's selling the truck for 52,000, right? Or he's selling for 50 some $1,000. You got a rebuild motor in and stuff like that. And he wants you to put anywhere between 20 to 25%. So you figure 25% of 50,000 is about 15,000, right? Anywhere $15,000. To actually buy, and that's cool too. That's cool too. But the guy sit there, he gets the trucks and stuff like that, and he rebuilds them, and then he sells them, and he wants 25%. So he got the 25%, which means he made the money off the truck. That's what he actually bought the truck for, 14,000, right? Then he puts the rebuild, he does the rebuild himself. So whatever he want to charge himself for the labor. Now, what he quoted me for a C15, twin turbo was 10 grand. Was 10 grand and stuff, and he was doing everything in there, everything with the rebuild and stuff. They include the injectors. Let's see, I'm trying to think. The only thing he didn't cover was the turbo. That was it. But other than that and stuff, he doing the whole thing for 10 grand, $9,995 for a C15 cat. So, anything less than a cat and stuff, you can already start taking the price down. ISX Cummins, 60 Series Detroit, stuff like that. So, but of course he sit there and say, well, yeah, I'm using certified cat. I'm using certified cat parts and stuff, which he's not. He using either ATL, or high performance and stuff. But to make a long story short, what he's doing, he take the truck, rebuild the truck and stuff like that, and he sells them, and he wants 25% up front and stuff, with the intention of you taking the truck somewhere and stuff and defaulting on the payment so he can snatch the truck back, right? He does his own work and stuff like that and everything. And what I was warning Fat Boy about was he was in cahoots with, he was partnership with the people that own American Truck Showroom. And so I did a video about American Truck Showroom a long time ago and stuff. I mean, they some real some real bad folks and stuff. In fact, they still in business, they just under another name and stuff like that. But that's who he was with and stuff. But he said he ain't with them no more. And then for like 10 minutes of that conversation, he was telling me about the ins and outs and stuff and all that shady business and stuff like that and everything. But like I said, in business, once a rat, always a rat. So I would say it's good if you in that area where he is and you can keep the truck in the area where he is. But yeah, change the change the name and stuff like that. It's good if you in the area and you run that area, because his thing is that if the truck breaks down and stuff, right, then you got to get it to his shop, and then he'll warranty everything. He'll warranty everything. If you got payments with him, if it's over a certain amount, he'll stop it and all that other stuff there. And like I said, that's good, right? If you're in the area and stuff. But if you understand business, then okay, then it's just best to make sure that you got the money for a tow and stuff, right? Well, I ain't gonna say a tow, a train. You're gonna need a transport. That's what you're gonna need. But if you got about 5-6 grand, and stuff, then you in the money. Which should, the guys that's making money and stuff, it should take you only 1 week. Okay, I'm gonna dedicate this whole check right here to the transport of the truck in case something go wrong, right? And then he'll take it down there and fix it, do whatever and stuff, and then you're supposed to be back up on the road and stuff again. But anyway, this consistency and stuff has been happening. I'm like, I'm not gonna post nothing. I'm not posting anything and stuff, because I know this only works for me. It only works for me. Number one, I run Northeast, and if I can make money somewhere else other than the Northeast, I wouldn't even run the Northeast. So it ain't no sense in me saying, hey guys, come on over here, right? Come on over here. I could post a settlement up and stuff, and then somebody get over here, and then I get a phone call and stuff, and the first thing they go talk, man, Rooster, listen, man, dude, all I do is run the Northeast, man. Hey, can I run anywhere else and stuff? I'm like, they always keep me over here in the Northeast, and I got to have these conversations with the guys and stuff, and tell, hey, look, if you want the, I thought you was here to make the money. But some people actually do care about where they run, and that's cool. Like I said, it's your truck, your business. But this is how I make money, and that's why I say, hey, I'm not posting anything. Like, yeah, it works for me. Yeah, it's consistency here, because nobody wants to run up here, and I'm gonna keep on making the money and stuff until it dries up, because it's consistent now. But I know things will slow down, and when they slow down, I know how to survive up here. I know how to survive up here. But I'm like HT and stuff. I'm a minimalist. I'm a minimalist and stuff. But a lot of people aren't minimalists. They got to have that money. They got to have that. They got to have that whole $5 grand and stuff like that and everything. Otherwise, the wife and stuff. The wife gonna leave them, and they're gonna lose everything they got, and the whole little world just gonna come crashing down or whatever, stuff like that. If you making it, what? I'm not even gonna dumb this down. No. If you're making $5 grand and you're doing it consistently, right, then you already know what to do to make the money. The people who post this stuff, and let's be real about it. The people who post this stuff are people who never made that money anymore. They never made that money, and probably will never make that money again. They so amazed by it, right? It's just like hitting the lottery. If you hit the lottery, yeah, it's a one-time thing. Yeah, you're a millionaire. So of course you're gonna get up here and start posting and all this. I know that's what I would do. If I hit the lottery and stuff, yeah, I'm gonna be on TV. Absolutely. I'm gonna be on TV. I'm gonna let everybody know. Yes, that's right, man. I played this $5 or this. I paid $2, and now I got $132 million or whatever $1 million and stuff I got. But I know it's a one-time. It's a one-time deal. And so they so amazed by it. They so amazed by it and stuff. They got to post it up and say, well, hey, look at this money I made and stuff like that. Eat this. All y'all haters and stuff like that told me I couldn't do nothing and I couldn't do anything out of life, which I don't understand. Why would people sit there and focus on the negative people the negative aspect and stuff, instead of all the people that sat there and told you, yeah, you can do it, we in your corner, we support you, hey man, F the haters and all that other stuff there. No, I'm gonna focus on this one post or this one person, this troll that got up here and stuff, and they just gonna completely kill my spirit. That's who I'm gonna focus on, instead of all the people who sitting there and pushing me, you know, to do better and have my back, and they're on the phone and stuff like that telling me what to go, what to do and stuff, you know, in order to make money. No, my whole stuff has got to be focused on them few people that's up there, that troll, right? Because they ain't got nothing better to do. That's your inspiration there. I'm gonna show them a check, and then when you show the check, what did they do? The troll still gonna sit there and say, oh man, you know what? I bet you can't do it again. And then now you more pissed off, like, oh man, and you know, and they right to a certain degree. They right to a certain degree. But I mean, you know, dude, if you making that, that's good, that's wonderful. But if you making it consistently, then it's nothing to really post about. It's just, hey man, listen, okay, let me break down this science of how I'm doing it. And then if you think it works for you and stuff, then okay, come on over here. If not, cause if somebody see a $5,000 check and connect it with truck driving, they going, yeah, I'm going over there to work. I'm going over there to work. And then they find out when they get over there and stuff, man, it's a total nightmare. Like, well, you know, where all the money and stuff at? And you come find out the dude doing a whole bunch of shucking and jiving and stuff like that, tap dancing and cooking, you know, baking pies and cookies and stuff like that and everything, all up somebody's bot. All right, let me read some of the comments and see what you got. Let's see. I got one. Had that thing in a year. Funny thing, I needed it. Forgot to tell the dealership I had one in the side. Yeah. So, hey, and see, that's how, you know, that's how it is, man. Calvin, that's how it is. You sit there, you buy, you know, you can't. You need it because you're saying, well, if something goes out, then you want it, so you can get it, so you ain't got to go through all the hassle trying to fix it, but then you'll get it and then you'll forget about it. Like, well, hey man, listen, you need a brake chamber. Okay, yeah, go on, throw one up there. And then after you done throw one up, then done paid the bill and stuff, done got to riding and moving around in the truck, and then you got a whole brand new box of brake chambers. And you can't sell them. You can't sell them because you can't find nobody who want to buy them. You ain't never in a place where somebody want to buy them and stuff, man. So, you know, let's see. Ryan, what you say? They talk about ownership, but don't want to actually buy it. Yeah. I mean, you know, it's a lot of people faking the funk, right? Let's go and be real about this stuff. It's a lot of people faking the funk, guys. If you're in a lease program, right, and I keep saying it, if you're in a lease program, get in the program. Don't, you know, because the people who saying something about and they really go hard on HT for some reason. I don't know, but business people aren't going to be friendly people. They're not going to say the things and stuff that you like to hear. They're not. In business is tough. Business is cruel. Business is calculated. And the whole aspect of the business is to get what you need to get to move to the next level. And it's like guys get in there and they get comfortable with these trucks. I'm going to get the truck and I'm going to stay in it because, okay, I'm making the $5,000 a week, right? Which is cool. But, you know, the only thing that's going to work for you is yourself. The truck ain't going to work for you. Your credit ain't going to work for you. And then now you're making a video and stuff about, oh, well, I ain't getting along with my dispatcher. because they got you. They like, man, well, shoot, you know what? You 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 stuck. You hooked. You don't want to lose this $5,000, do you? So, keep on going to work and stuff, and then you wind up like Hector 3 years later. You wind up just like Hector. You ain't no close to ownership. You got $300,000 in the truck, and then the man telling you, okay, you want this truck, it's gonna cost you another $180,000. It's gonna cost you another $180,000 and stuff, man. You get in those situations like that and stuff. When I'm saying, if you making $5 grand, or if you making $4 grand, right? If you're doing it consistently for 2 months straight, which I'm saying that's what you should be doing anyway, because it should be understood. Okay, you should get your stuff straight at home first, right? And understand, okay, look, I'm trying to move towards ownership. So I'm going to have to sacrifice, which means that I'm probably going to be out here on this road for about 2 or 3 months. But it's not going to be something that I'm doing all the time. It's just until I get the overhead and stuff right, until I get the overhead and stuff under control. So the first thing I need to do is get my credit and stuff straight. Get my credit and stuff straight, because I don't know where I'm going to get the truck from, but I want to make sure I get the best deal. So, I need to get this capital and stuff together. So we're going to be doing things and stuff on the absolute minimum. Of course, we're going to eat and stuff like that, but we can't be talking about going to Disneyland and Hawaii and all that stuff there, not for 2 months at least. Give me 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, or, give me the year to get out here and grind to get what I need to get, right? Because I'm building up a legacy, because, we're not born with a silver spoon in our mouth, but we want economical freedom, and that's going to take time. So get stuff straight at the house first, right? And understand the sacrifice of what you got to put into, and then go out there and get on the grind. As much as you want to go home and stuff like that, I can't right now, because I'm in the midst of trying to get things and stuff together so I can be home more often, right? Because ultimately you want to have your own business, so when your children and stuff grow up, and then you pass that along to them, see, they ain't got to get out here and stuff and say, well, I got to grind for 2 months, right? And they got to be away from their children and stuff like that. At 5 o'clock, they going home just like normal people, and they doing normal stuff. Okay, well, hey, where y'all want to go today and stuff? Let's go to Europe. Okay, all right, we on our way to Europe. Business is business, and it's taking care of what it's supposed to take care of. But it was based upon those who laid down the foundation of economical freedom, right? Which means you got to sacrifice now. So we'll get all the Gucci and the Prada and all this other stuff later. Right now, let's get out here and get on this grind. So you get the money, you move to the next step. You get the truck, that means that your overhead drops, right? So you ain't got to pay a lease no more every week. You're paying every month. And so on and so forth and stuff. You get your operational expenses down to a minimum, just like everybody else. And you get your operational expenses down just like everybody else. And so then that's when things start to become more affordable. You start to see things from a new perspective, okay? You not have to worry about a $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 truck note every single week and stuff like that. You still doing the same work, so that same $7,000, $8,000, $9,000 a week that you was paying for that truck that you're never gonna own and stuff, but it was a tool to move you into a truck that you was gonna own, which is moving you to the next step. Right now, you got your credit straight, so now that's ready to go to work for you. Your truck, that's ready to go to work for you because you got ownership. So down the road, that's when you can start building up a portfolio, because I can't see how guys are sitting there talking about this nonsense here. You sitting over here filing your taxes, and you saying that you filing your taxes, and it's showing that you got little profit, but you trying to buy a house. That's somebody that don't understand financial literacy, because if you doing that, then that means that your option is you supposed to be going out here and buying a house. You ain't talking about like financing for 30 years. No. You see what I'm saying? You over here, you buying a truck, right, for $135,000. $135,000. You financing it for 5 years. So why are you gonna take a house which is also $135,000 and finance that for 30 years? You know what I'm saying? You completely missed the whole point and stuff, right? But Jen, you showing 0% profit. So that means that you're taking your money, you putting it into your business. So that means that those things that consist of you're taking care of yourself through your business. Take care of yourself through your business. And so, I'm very skeptical about people who sit there and say that, well, okay, I'm not showing a profit, but I'm trying to purchase a house. But all my money is tied up in my business. Right, because you're living through your business, which is what you're supposed to do. This is what everybody does. But you don't see the millionaires and billionaires and stuff talking about, okay, yeah, I'm gonna finance a home, I'm gonna finance a car. The only thing that they're talking about financing this stuff is things inside of business. That's it. Things inside of business, which is all gonna be written off. But they ain't talking about, man, look, if I want a house, I'm just buying a house. But I'm gonna take that house and I'm gonna find some way to incorporate it into this $1 billion industry and stuff that I got. Look at Elon Musk, for instance. Elon Musk didn't have a house until like recently. When he got I think he got married and had a child, that's when he bought a house. Otherwise, that he was living in the building. He's like, hey, ain't nothing cracking out of here and stuff. He built inside his workplace, he built his living quarters in there. That's where he lived at. He ain't had no house for a long time. A man, let's see, he was what, 50, was he 56 or 30? He was 36 billion. Now he's $112 billion. The third richest person on the planet. But he lived through his business. And we over here and stuff talking about, oh, well, we got to finance stuff. We got to finance stuff, man. Finance that, hey, finance is kind of a thing of a past and stuff when you sitting there making $5,000. When you sitting over here making $5,000 a week, finance is kind of a thing of the past, man. If you understand financial literacy. If you understand it. But see, nobody wants to go and spend money. Like, the second you start talking about E. Dean Cole and stuff, oh man, no, not that dude. Oh man, no, no, screw all that. But E. Dean Cole understands financial literacy. I ain't saying you got to use them, but everybody started talking about, oh man, shoot, because when they start talking about, man, you got to start spending some money, for the mentoring programs and stuff, huh? When they start talking about, okay, yeah, you got to start paying for those sciences and everything. Now all of a sudden, oh man, he a crook. That dude a crook, man. He a crook. He trying to rip us off. This man ripping us off. You got to start spending some money on that brand, boy. All of a sudden now, well, it's like people start speaking a different tone, man. It's like, you don't want to start investing in your business. Cause I'm like, shoot, I don't know everything. And I'm telling you, I don't have the time to get all the stuff done. So I got to pay others to do certain things and stuff for me. That's the gist of it and stuff. Yeah, I understand some of the tax laws, but a CPA, that's what they do all day long. They can dedicate themselves to understand the tax laws way more better than I can, because what I got to do is that I got to understand the tax laws, right? While I'm supposed to be back here taking a break, going to sleep, and looking for freight and all this other stuff and maintaining my truck, okay, yeah, I got time to sit over here and understand tax laws. Seriously, no. As much as we want to do everything and stuff, we can't. So we got to start investing in others. But the second you start talking about investing, boy, oh no, man, he a con. That's a con artist right there. That's a rip-off artist right there. I guess, like I said, that's the main reason why. That's the main reason with stuff, man. Why I say I don't want to go to California. Straight up, like the vacation stuff, it's The reason why I don't want to do it because I know that's time I could be dedicating and stuff, man, to learning something, and I can, and that would just it would just it would just bother me. But at the same time, like, staying in this truck, you want to go and stir crazy too. It's getting to a point. I ain't saying I'm having nightmares and stuff like that, but it's just I am having some thoughts and stuff that's kind of like, wait a minute, hold up, where did that come from? Where that come from and stuff. So I'm saying maybe I just need a break and that's it. A break without doing, just parking the truck and just saying, okay, all right, I'm just go ahead and park the truck, and I ain't gonna do nothing else. Hey, I'm gonna try something. I got 10 people in here and stuff. Hey, what they say? Give me a light bomb right quick. Give me a light bomb, everybody. I ain't got but 2 likes. Come on, man. Hit that thumbs up button. Hit the thumbs up button. It don't cost you nothing. Just go there, hit the thumbs up. 10 people. And I can't get, okay, I got 1, 2. Hit the thumbs up button. I got 11 people in here. Hit the thumbs up button. Okay, well, I guess that's too hard and stuff, man. Hey, all right, I ain't gonna do that no more. Somebody suggested that to me and stuff. Yeah, tell people to hit the like button. So, how much do you charge for mentor? I don't charge nothing because I don't charge nothing. That's because I haven't commercialized. So, if I had the time to talk to you, I'll talk to you. So if you say, hey, listen, hey Rooster, what you doing? That's why I tell people, like, all right, text me first, let me know who you are and everything, and I'll text you back and I'll let you know when, let me know what the subject matter is, right? And then I'll text you, okay, look, hit me back at this time right here and stuff. And that way I'll be totally dedicated to you. But, see, the other thing and stuff about this, the mentoring I do is that I let folks know, right, okay, if you're going to call me let's just say you're going to call me at 10:30. I let everybody know that will usually call me and stuff. I'll free my schedule up because one of the things I hate doing is talking and I'm in the middle of breaking something down and then I get a phone call and then I get back with you and I lost track. Like, what was I talking about again? And it was something important. That jazz. So, I haven't commercialized mentoring program and stuff. That's number 1. Number 2, I ain't got enough of a following to do something like that and stuff. So, but I want to improve my craft and stuff like that. So who knows? If I start doing it, I'll let you know. In fact, if I ever start doing it, you'll know. Kai, everybody be like, man, Rooster on that ripping off stuff, man. Shoot, Rooster crook, con artist, man. Look at him up here, he got a mentoring program and stuff like, man, I got to pay money now and stuff to listen to this dude, Come on, Rooster, you just got, man, you got 1 truck. That's it. Where all these trucks and all this other stuff there, man, you ain't got all this magnificent stuff around you, I only listen to people who drive Peterbilts. Hey, no offense, Calvin. No offense. I'm just saying. People who drive Peterbilts and stuff, man, they do things differently. You know this. I'm telling you, I'm like, man, I don't know if you noticed this, man. You kind of when you was in that Freightliner, you was kind of laid back a little bit. Let's see, hold on, what you got? I am on that Schneider. I got a truck for $1,000K a month. Do you think it would be worth it to go to Landstar? Okay, well, you got the man in here right now and stuff, Calvin. Calvin Leaks and stuff. If you see the guy commenting Calvin Leaks and stuff, that's the Landstar guy right there and stuff. He can tell you the ins and outs, the do's, whatnots, and stuff like that. That type of science there. It's always good to coordinate, and like I said, Calvin is the, he's the go-to guy. He's the go-to guy and stuff. In fact, I get a lot of my information from him. Well, I guess we get it from each other, but yeah. Um, if you want to talk to me, right, then just get my contact information on my page. I don't do emails and stuff. My phone number's on my personal page and stuff. Just go up there, grab the phone number, and then just text me, let me know you got it, and then let me know when you want to talk. I can't help you with Landstar and stuff, but if it's generalized, if it's trucking generalized and stuff like that, I can help you with that. But I get that confusing line. I gotta let folks know and stuff. A lot of times, hey, listen, I'm not leased on with Landstar, and I don't know why people think I'm leased on with them, but I'm not. If I was leased on Landstar, I have a Peterbilt. I would have some Peterbilts with an S, plural. I have some Peterbilts. Oh, but look, I know. Hey, Calvin, listen, I know what I meant to ask you. Is that dude still selling that reefer unit for $5,000? I don't know if that. I mean, you posted it, and I didn't know if that was a joke or not. I didn't know that was a joke or not and stuff, man. I'm like, I kind of shrugged it off and just said, okay, this dude, he messing around and stuff like that. Cause I seen, $5,000, 2011, and I just, okay, well, you know. But yeah, let's see, DJ Glover. Yeah, okay, yeah, DJ Glover. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, I know. Can you send me his email? I say, uh-oh, daggone phone freezing up. What percent I'm at? Oh, yeah, the phone about to die. Crap. Yeah, so, well, let's see. Yeah, the phone's about to die and stuff like that, so I guess I'm gonna go ahead and cut on off here. Fellas, let's see. When am I gonna go live again? I'm gonna try to go live Friday if I can. I'm gonna try to go back live Friday, and cause I ordered a bunch of stuff too to do some upgrade and stuff to the channel. Yeah, okay. You have a good night too, man. So and that's to the rest of you and everything and stuff. I'm gonna go and jump on off here. Phone's about to die. Um, this your man right here. Till next time. Continue to do your research, fact finding studies. Harness on your skills every day. Till next time we talk. Next time we meet. Be safe. Be easy. Peace out.